Hey, this your girl, Lady Jade, and I'm here with Hustleholic, and I'm here to tell you where the hustle really started.
Ain't having an outdoor party this weekend. Let's get this grooving right. Let's get this grooving.
Thank you, Miss Lady J, for coming through today. I mean, how you been? How you doing today?
I'm great. I'm excited.
Good. To start off, tell us and the fans a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
So, I'm going to give y'all my government name. Don't use it for nothing. My name is Latara McGee. I am from a little small country town called Osaka, Mississippi. If you don't know what that's at, if you heard of Macomb, Mississippi, just right around the corner, right around the way. So, country girl.
How was it like growing up in the small?
We made mud pies. Mud pies, basketball, be in the house before it get dark. Just a normal childhood. Of course, music has been a part of my childhood. Been singing since I was 3. So that was a thing that we did all the time. Besides playing too, was we sung in a family group.
Tell us a little bit about that. Like since 3.
Since 3, I pretty much was born into it. Like, it wasn't no getting around it and not liking it because I was born into it. Gospel is my first love. That's why I started singing with my mom and my sister. And my dad was a bass player. So we had our little family unit going. We did that up until my mama passed. When she passed, I branched off. I still love my gospel, don't get it twisted. I still love my gospel, but now I'm branching off into, what I really love to do. My heart gonna be my heart, but right now, I'm Southern Soul.
Yeah.
I'm Southern Soul.
And amazingly, like the sound is, so original. I can't relate it to any other sound I ever heard. So, I mean, has it always just been singing, even though it's been around, you just naturally gravitated to it, or, what, was there a particular exact moment perhaps that got you into music?
I always been into it. I always been into it. Like, it was like I said, no getting around it. And besides just singing with family, I've recorded on Melico with Benjamin Cone III in worship. I've recorded background vocals for other artists, just not myself. So I'm like, it's time for me, I'm putting in juice into everybody else's creation. I can make my own.
I love that. And what would you say? I heard you say you sung a little bit, backup for a lot of other artists. Who, give us.
Well, Benjamin Cone, he's a lot of people, anybody familiar with the Mississippi Mass Choir, he's one of the originals with Mississippi Mass. So I recorded under, his group, which was Benjamin Cone III in worship. And we did shows like Artistry, like big gospel artists, Jonathan Nelson, things like that. I've also recorded with another gospel artist. His name is Antonio Coney. He's out of Macomb as well. I've recorded with him. Let's see, was there so many? Like, I literally am sitting here trying to think of all the artists. Tony White. I've had so many that I've recorded with, just not myself.
And it's time for that.
It's time.
We're here to see, loving the new music. It's time. Any particular plans that you have, or you just?
The plan is to get it. That's it. Like, it ain't no boundaries to just getting it, make it happen. I mean, if I sit down, that's what I'm gonna get. If I get out there and get it, I'm gonna get what it's worth. But so we just pretty much from here to there. They might not know who Lady Jade is yet, but I can promise you, when I come, I'm coming. I'm coming.
coming, and I love that. Walk us through a typical day for Miss Lady J. Like, you know,
Let me tell you. No cap.
no cap. We want to.
I got 5 boys.
Mm.
1 girl. So let's say life is pretty busy for Lady Jade on a daily basis. But normally, a lot of things I do for myself. I'm self-employed. I'm my own creativeness, and I feel like if I'm gonna go and work for somebody else for 40 years to get this money, why I can't go and push that same effort into myself for the same amount of years and make more than the percentage that they trying to give me?
Mm-hmm.
So my normal days is always, my creative juices are trying to figure out what's next. I customize clothes, shirts, I have a boutique, critique, we sell plus size clothes on it, but I do things, to basically support myself. And this music is kind of the next phase of life to where I'm kind of transitioning on to.
Yeah. And I don't think we focus on that enough, like saying how much you should just self-invest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it pays off, even if you, and even though we're not working, for somebody else, you're having to put in that work for yourself. That's it don't stop.
It don't stop.
And then you're a parent on top of that, so you're having to put in stuff for yourself and everybody else around.
That's right.
And to that, I mean, that's a superpower, to me. Like, it takes a lot to do that. So I feel you. I feel you on that. Are you independent right now? Are you signed?
I am totally independent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm totally independent. I'm not gonna say I'm against being signed.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna sell my soul to be signed.
Mm-hmm.
So if the terms are right, then we would consider. But other than that, I'm totally fine being independent and like they say, getting it from the mud.
Yeah.
So it ain't really as hard as people think it is. It's just about the time you're willing to put into it.
Mm-hmm. And that's right. That's right. Let us in on a little bit of your music taste. Like, who are some artists that you listen to on a day-to-day basis?
Day-to-day basis, let me tell you, I'm old school.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been an old soul trapped in a young body, even though my age getting up there now. But Aretha Franklin, every day.
Mm-hmm.
Got to Aretha. That's, like to say, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And Betty Wright.
Mm-hmm.
That's another one.
Betty White, she been real popular tonight. I just had an artist come through and say this.
I got to
What's your favorite
represent the
song?
Betty. No pain, no gain.
Oh, I listen to it every day.
You gonna listen to it tomorrow?
Every day.
And
That's
you should
what would you say is your favorite lyric from that song?
The favorite, what's that?
Lyric, song, part.
I know what part it ain't, but oh man, it ain't. I tell you, it ain't the part of what you say, having a piece of man that doesn't having no man at all. I sing that part, and every time I sing it, I'll be like, "Come on, baby, we gonna have to switch these lyrics up or something." Cause a piece of man ain't better than no man at all. Cause that piece of man can, okay, stress you out.
Sure.
So,
My favorite part is when she say love is like a flower, need a little bit of rain, and then a little bit of like sunshine.
It's the same verse.
So it's that
I'm
part.
singing it in my head.
Yeah. Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
And
you tore the second.
That's my favorite part. But she's big. That is big.
Oh
Would
yeah,
you say,
big girl.
since I know those people that you listen to every day, but are those the artists that you have been inspired by?
Oh,
On your
definitely.
music journey.
Definitely. And I hear a lot of people call me Baby Aretha, because me, I don't try to be like, really, I don't try to be like Aretha. I really don't try to be like nobody but myself. But by me just being, I guess I call myself that country girl, I let my voice loose when I sing. So I don't sing, I sing. I sing. I tell people all the time, if you want to hear technicals and runs and up and down, that ain't me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sing and sing And that's what you're going to get from Lady Jade. You're going to feel it. I'm going to try to make you goosebump. I'm going to try to make a little hair stand up. If I don't do that, I need to work a little harder.
What is it like being in that moment? Like, I'm sitting
Ooh.
you know?
It's a high. It's a high. I used to be nervous a lot on stage. I used to be extremely nervous. But as time went on, I developed more as an artist. So it's like being on stage now. It's like me just waiting on when I hear the people that pushes me to do even more. So it's all about that adrenaline when people out there screaming for you when you're singing and stuff. So I'm like, they giving it to me, I'm gonna give it back. And that's pretty much how I go. And if they ain't getting it, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna get y'all about these chairs. Cause at that time I feel like I ain't doing my job.
What's your favorite part about being an artist?
Being able to sing, period. Like this. Honestly, if I didn't have music, I feel like my whole life would be depressing. Because it's like, somebody say, you can't listen to music ever again, and like, ooh, you might want to take it all from me. That's just like a part of me. And like I said, mainly because I grew up in that family where, my mother was a singer, my dad plays music, my brother plays music. Like everybody is strongly into music, as well as my sister. So it's just something that's just like a part of me.
How did you come up with your artist name?
Lady Jade. First of all, it was originally, just kind of go back a little bit, I have recorded in the past and never released. I've recorded R&B songs, I've recorded a couple of rap songs. So at that point, I was a little younger. I was okay being Jade. As I got older and hit that age, I ain't gonna say it, I was like, oh, I'm more of a lady now. And I consider myself to be that rare gem. And Jade is considered as a precious stone. So I'm gonna stick with the fact that I know in my heart that I have a rareness about me. And I'm going for it all the way. Just stick the name to me, Lady Jade.
It speaks value.
Yeah.
I love asking that question because, I feel like, especially being an artist, too, you put a lot of thought into what you want, people to call you. It's like, this is what, when you hear it, when you see it, I need you to think of this version of me.
Right.
Like, and it's big because, it's tough being an artist, the grinding.
It is. The criticism, but I say this all at the end of the day, fuel. Everybody not gonna like what you put out. But when you believe in what you sing, you're gonna reach somebody. You're gonna reach who it's for. And if it ain't for them, then they not gonna feel it.
Right. And they have to.
That's always the goal, is to put out something relatable. But of course, like I said, you can't, everybody's perception different. Some people think this about that and this about that, and you just can't get in everybody's head. So you just go with your good feeling in your heart and just stick with that.
What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. I got to keep it around my neck. Yeah, I'm a little bit stubborn, but only because I believe in what I believe in, and I don't really let nobody easily change my mind on it.
Would you say all the characteristics match up? You would say you...
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
To a T. I'm definitely around. I'm a bull all day long. But I'm also that down-to-earth person, like they say, best friend, the worst enemy. But I don't consider myself to have no enemies. I just know how to draw back from what don't feel right. So I guess that's kind of my stubbornness part. Well, no, I don't feel that. But
energy is big.
Energy is everything. Energy will let you know a lot of stuff. So you just gotta pay attention to it.
Because, I mean, just one thing can just slip through the cracks and change everything.
Yeah, change everything.
And it's so crazy. It's like, you know, you just never know. I can't even say even with people, but you know, even with situations, you just never know. You can never be too careful.
You can't. You gotta go with your intuition. Some people don't believe in intuition. I strongly listen to my intuition because 9 times out of 10, it's right.
It's right.
It's right.
It's right. Never really leaves you wrong.
Oh.
And that's right.
Mm-hmm. And if it do, then I'll be woman enough to apologize.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. What's the best advice, you know, you would say someone has given you?
Oh my God, so much advice. The best advice: believe in yourself. You got it. Like I received that a lot because for a long time I always critiqued my own voice. And because like as you hear me talking, it's heavy. But then people say that's what's special about it.
Mm.
It's heavy because I can take that and use it and put it towards, you know, being Lady Jade. So yeah, the best advice I received was to believe in myself because I have what it takes to make it happen.
If you could have a superpower, what would it be?
Being more than one place at a time.
Mm.
So I can do more than one short time.
That's
so much grinding.
And that's, I always ask people when they say that they superpower, I ask, you know, a question I found and I'm like, okay, so you say you would choose, you know, to be able pretty much to multiply, to do different things.
I better not say that word too loud because they doing too much in every day.
And I mean, I'm sure that would take a little bit of energy. Oh. So do you think, like, what if it's some restrictions, like, you know, and you gotta make sure, but you kind of already multitasking, so I guess.
Yeah.
And now they just take a little bit off of you, and now you got another version of you.
But see, when you love it, it doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
It really doesn't because
it's a breeze.
I get excited when I have to go sing. Like I be ready to go do it because I'm having fun at that time.
Wow.
On the business side, you know, you run across a couple of people that have you looking at them a little sideways because they try to do some things they don't need to be doing with business. But when it comes down to actually getting on the stage, I don't even feel like it's work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's enjoyment to me.
And it's always like, oh my God, I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah, it's kind of like coming out the shower and being able to sing out loud where everybody can hear you. So, yeah.
Crazy. And music has changed so much now.
Oh, yeah. A lot.
Like, just everything about it. The industry itself, the artist, the sound, the promotion. Like, what would you say, you know, are some ways you're looking to add on it and better the industry? What things are you looking to bring?
I'm looking to bring back. I'm going to say bring back some of the original, like Denise LaSalle. A lot of those artists, Peggy Scott Adams, those older artists that's gone away from us, that style of music seems like it's slowly getting away from. Nobody just sings. Everybody's auto-tuned and everybody's doing things in the studio that they can do but can't get on the stage and do. And ain't me saying it like that. But it's the truth. Yeah. So I just really want to bring back originality. Just being able to record without auto-tunes or being able to, you know, the voice that you hear on the song is the voice you're going to get on the stage. You're not going to be like, it don't even sound the same. Original. Just keep it original. Bring back some of that good soul music that done left us.
And what would you say keeps you consistent on this journey? You know, what's that spark?
My kids. my kids and just my natural love for it. That's the fuel to keep going because I know what I want them to have. I know what I'm trying to gain out of it all. So it's just the desire to keep working hard until I get it. And even when I get it, I'm not gonna stop.
At all. And that's usually how it goes. We were just even a millionaire get up and gotta work every day.
Yeah. Everybody gotta get up and do something. I mean, who wants to get up and do nothing? I think I'd be the most boring life ever. If you can grind and do something you enjoy, I'd say you made it real well in life.
Real well.
So yes, ma'am.
If you weren't into music, you know, what would you be doing? If you weren't so focused into music, what would be?
Running my store. Creating. I like to do creative things, and I guess that still all come back to music, but creative arts is like my thing. From pressing shirts, starting to learn how to airbrush, you know, just different things into creations. That's something I love to do. Creating styles, you know, like my store is strictly plus size because I want to give us BBW divas some style. So, you know, that's something that I would definitely be doing if I wasn't out singing.
Yes.
You know.
Yes. And that's important. I feel like it's also as a plus size woman, I'm like, that's not enough for us. And it's so, you know, like, hey,
Yeah, you
we
gotta
need it. So I love that. And where can we? Can you tell the people how can we follow your boutique line? You know,
Yes, I'm actually on Facebook. I'm in my rebranding process, especially now with me singing. We're going from, we were brick and mortar, but now it's gonna be strictly online when it's rebranded. And it's gonna be on Facebook as Curvy T, which is CURVTIQUE. And you can follow us up there, and that's why all the updates will be when I do get ready to reopen the site.
And what is your most popular song out right now?
My most popular song, Outdoor Party. Everybody loves Outdoor Party, and the thing is, they hadn't officially even been put on the radio, and it's already just from media, social media, and I performed it a couple times on stage. People love that song.
Love it.
Yeah.
So we can't wait to see, you know.
Oh, I can't wait for y'all to get
To
it.
see that.
I can't wait for y'all to get it. Some things coming for sure.
And you got some, you know, some big things, you know, coming up this weekend. You were nominated here in the Mississippi Music Awards, Mississippi Douglas Music Awards. You know, how do you feel about that?
Excited. I mean, I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, how? But then I'm like, why am I questioning how? When I've been at this, what I'm working towards. So I'm extremely excited. When I found out, I was like, first thing I did was call my manager. I had to let him know, hey, we made it on the ballot. We nominated. And so it's a huge excitement for me. Whether I win or not, I'm gonna feel like a winner, you know.
You were recognized. That is
Yeah, just to be recognized.
Exactly, by your location. You know, people nominated you to be on there, and for a purpose, for a reason. It's paying off. You know, we made it done, and you gotta spend all of that day enjoying that.
Yeah, the whole entire day. This whole weekend, I'm on my own pedestal that I put myself on, and can't nobody bring me off of there.
And are you performing there?
I will be performing tomorrow.
Okay.
Got y'all a couple of songs coming.
Okay, I'm excited.
I'm excited. I'm gonna get up there and show y'all what Lady Jade working with. So I'm gonna need y'all to tune in. It's most likely will be streamed live on social media on the Lady Jade page. And that's the Jade is spelled Jaide.
Okay.
So you should be able to catch, they should be able to catch the live stream.
We definitely are going to be looking out for it for sure. What's your biggest fear?
Falling on stage.
So you be super mine too.
So I'm just being honest. If I ever fall on stage, I'm just gonna lay down and make it seem like it was part of the show. So y'all just go with me now. Go with me.
That's it.
Yeah, falling on stage, that's my biggest fear. I just gotta really put that out there, honestly.
What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning?
Jump on Facebook and check the newspaper.
Yeah.
That's my daily newspaper. I'm just being honest.
That's it.
Because anything, honestly, the happenings around gonna hit Facebook before it hit the paper. So I stroll to do my little check and make sure I ain't seen nothing that disturbs my peace. And honestly, that's how my older kids, I make sure they okay. Just if they done posted, they fine.
They fine.
Yeah, if they done went a couple days without posting, we got problems. Something ain't right. So that's my daily routine. Just with no filter, get up and check my social media.
That's it. And social media is big now. I mean, you know, that's how you network, you know, with other people. Technology is becoming, you know, huge. So it's important. It's important. That's important. What would you say separates you from others?
I feel like it's because I don't try to imitate nobody else. A lot of people imitate. I'm saying that like she's trying to be like this, or she's trying to be like that. Why she trying? I'm just me. I'm solidly just me, and I feel like that's pretty much the realest thing I can say. I'm just me.
How would you define success?
Oh, how do I define? There's so many different ways you can define success. Me personally, I would have to say when I've reached the point to where you can say Lady Jade and people can instantly know who Lady Jade is and instantly can sing some Lady Jade songs or lyrics. It's not going to be the money for me. Money would be a very nice part of success, but success is getting yourself out there to where people are familiar with who you are. And once we can get there, it will be for the right reasons. You ain't going to find me on no shade room. But yeah, success is when you can get out there and people familiar with who you are and your brand.
And I mean, how would you explain or how would you describe your studio session vibes? Like how do you usually record by yourself? You know, you usually have others there. You know,
it's usually if it's just a song with just me, it's gonna be me and the person recording. And if it's collab, it's gonna be me and that artist and the producer. So usually closed sessions, go in and get it done, and I give me about a good hour.
Are you usually writing your songs?
Oh yeah, I've written every song
before the studio session, or you usually
I write them before the studio session, run through them, and I go on band level and actually record myself, see how it sound, a little background vocals. I'm like, okay, that's cool. We can go on and make it happen now.
Okay, wow.
So
that's your process.
That's my process.
Do you make the lyrics first or
song? Some things I say, I'm like, oh, that'll sound good in a song. Not really knowing what song is gonna catch in the future, but I got my little notebook I write down just what I say so I can come back later and grab that because hey, that was a good idea. So yeah, that's usually how it works out right before I get to the studio.
And I know we talked about that you some background for lots of other artists actually, but do you see yourself getting into any different type of genre? Has any of those artists been, like, do you see yourself maybe singing, some country, getting on, something different, maybe a sample?
I would definitely be open to it. Like, I'm not opposed to other genres by far. I love listening to other genres, not necessarily always singing them, but pop, I have some rock, there are some country songs. I would definitely be open to collabing with that because I feel like, hey, if they ask, they saw something that matches up with what they're doing. But yeah, that's a definite. Yeah. Neo soul, I'm kind of, y'all will probably hear a little bit of everything from Lady Jade. I'm just gonna be honest, because this next song that we're working on is almost on the R&B side instead of Southern soul, but it still has soul in it.
It's coming. It's getting cold. Like I always feel like when it's cold, people want to be inside. R&B is great. You want to be with somebody you love. If not, you still, you're not outside. So
Right.
It's that time.
So it's definitely that time of year.
What would you say is your pet peeve? Something you hate?
My pet peeve is if I'm having a conversation with somebody rudely walks up and cut your conversation off and start talking like you wasn't there. Because it kind of makes you feel like person believes you're the lower person, just push you out the way. But yeah, if I'm having a conversation, especially a business conversation, and someone just kind of walks up and interrupts it and disregards, it's kind of like a pet peeve. Just really don't care for it at all.
Yeah, and that's very disrespectful, for sure. What kind of goals have you set for yourself? Like, when can we see you?
Oh man, I'll tell y'all, I don't plan on staying a local artist by far. My goal is to stretch my voice out as far nationwide, not just even the United States. I want to be playing in Africa. I want to play in all other countries. Any country that I can reach, I want to reach the world. I don't want to just stay in, one avenue. So that's why I say you'll probably hear other things from Lady Jade because I'm reaching. Reaching for the stars, baby.
And it takes a lot of motivation to get up and just do something you gotta have a vision for before you see it.
I've been honestly had the vision. I always knew that was what I was destined to do, but just not necessarily feeling like now is the right time. I knew it was something I couldn't run from, but to me, now is not the right time. It was always my thing until I had to have somebody to literally snatch me up and like, hey, let's do this. What you waiting on? And it wasn't just that one person, a few more, and it was all around the same time. And I'm like, okay, it's my confirmation now is the time. So we had it now. Non-stop.
What would you say is a point in your life where you say you had to grind the most, the hardest?
Ooh. I've had to grind a lot. I've had to grind a lot. I call my kids almost like military kids because we've been from here to there. And if it's somewhere if we're not satisfied, if I'm not satisfied with my children being in that place, then, we're going to move around and I'm going to grind as hard as I have to get them where they need to be, and me too. So that's really like a motivation for me, but we've definitely had those rough patches in life, but never quit.
Yeah.
We just adjust to keep going.
That's it. Any particular messages you think you deliver in your work? Like, would you say most of your songs are you trying to deliver a particular message, or are most of those coming from the heart at the time? Like,
Heart.
Yeah.
Everything I sing And that's the only way I could actually sing it if it's something that's tugging at my heartstrings. If it's not tugging at my heartstrings, I can't sing it right. As you know, you'll definitely know if it's something that she just singing. Somebody told her to sing this versus oh, she's singing that because she wants to sing that song. So yes, I told the difference in my delivery.
That is true. That is true. That is true. That is true. Anything you're bad at?
Anything bad?
Anything that you're bad at?
I mean,
let me put it like anything.
Don't ask me to dance too much.
Me either.
Don't ask me to dance because I ain't the singer y'all gonna see up on the stage with the routine and no, baby, I know how to two-step. I'm doing soul music. I'm gonna two-step you to that. And that's it. That's it. So dancing, no, I'm terrible at that. Don't look for too much.
Yes. But I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And if you, well, I was gonna say, if you had to do one thing every day, what would it be? But what's the first thing that you do when you wake up?
If I had to do one thing, I'm just gonna be, I can't go without my phone.
Oh.
If I go a full day without my phone, I feel like somebody cut off a little oxygen. So a full day with cut off from the world, like I need the internet to keep going. I need that because honestly, that's life for everybody. Not everything run off the internet. Current situation a couple months ago, and where I live, the internet went down, and like businesses couldn't even function. Nobody can run debit cards or anything because internet down. So pretty much the world running off of it, and we all got adjusted to it. So yeah, internet down, can't watch TV. So like that's pretty much life outside of working and doing music. Gotta have internet. Yeah. So yeah, I need that.
That is so true. And did you see that? I want to say it's Apple. Did you see that they're releasing the first official flying car within about 4 years, 3 to 4 years?
They keep their flying car.
Yeah, we're talking about technology and we're 3 or 4 years. And then on top of this, 2027, they're not launching, it's starting. You can book the room in the first hotel out of space.
All I gotta do is they can have the world is evolving, and I respect them doing those things, but some things should, you should just leave well enough alone. I mean, they tried to go see that Titanic.
And under the comments, that's exactly what they were saying.
Yeah,
because I'm like, it's somehow this just don't make sense.
Yeah, they're doing a little bit too much. I mean, we can't live in this. They coming up with metaverse now. Like everything is just all over the place instead of just let's keep things normal and natural. We got natural hotels. We got airplanes that fly.
Yeah.
We don't need cars that fly. We got birds that fly. That's what they supposed to do.
That's it. Now what's gonna happen to them? And now we up in that traffic with them.
They're not supposed to be on the ground. We're not the Jetsons. I'm just saying they trying to keep up with the Jetsons right now.
Right. Where can the fans stay up to date with the journey? With the journey,
Facebook. We have Lady Jade, which is Lady Jaide. You could also have my personal page is really almost like my keep up page too, which is my first name Latara Lady Jade McGee, MCGHEE. You can definitely keep up with me there, and TikTok it'll be Lady Jade the Diva. So y'all should be able to keep up with me there. I have a new YouTube. Right now it's not a lot there, but I'm gonna do better, I promise you. And that's Lady Jade as well.
Gotcha. Okay. Any shout outs or acknowledgements that you want to give?
Definitely. I'm gonna start with I gotta shout out to my kids first because they have to be patient with me while I'm gone here doing this for fun, but they understand that I'm out to try to do something to make a living in life for us. Secondly, my manager, she's always there. I think I performed one time without her being there, so everything, she's there. My wardrobe person, like there are a lot of people that I have on my team that makes this work and makes my life feel a whole lot easier. I ain't gonna say a little easier, it's a whole lot easier. So I definitely want to make sure I shout out to those, and Tasty Love Entertainment. They have been behind me 2,000% this journey, supporting it. Most time other artists don't support you like that. And Tasty Love with Mr. Fred Lowe has been extremely supportive during this journey with Lady Jade. So special shout out to those people.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. And last, before we get ready to close it out, describe a hustler.
Describe a hustler, me? A hustler is when you refuse to not have, based off your circumstances. If you're a hustler, no matter what you got going on, you're gonna figure out a way to get it. So that's basically what it is, making it happen by all means. I mean, don't go do nothing illegal. But hustle and get it done.
Straight like that. Straight like that.
Yeah, straight like that.
And y'all heard it first here with Hustleholic, Miss Lady Jade, telling us where and how the hustle started. And we're glad you came through.
I'm happy to be here. I'm glad y'all had me.
Yes. And we out.